I read this book. Yes, Secrets of a Millionaire's Mind by Harv Eker. Yes, and I really want to give a very short review of what I learned, like what I found so deep. Yes. So he said it is simple to get rich, mainly from your thoughts. Your thoughts will translate into your feelings will translate into your actions, then your actions will translate into your results. Let's leave results, actions, and feelings. Let's talk about our thoughts. How do you think about something? Like, what makes you come with those thoughts that, okay, you have to do this, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to repeat consistently to give you these results? Where do you think this thought comes from? The thought comes from your environment. What you don't picture, it will be very difficult to achieve. And when I say your environment, it doesn't necessarily mean your immediate physical environment. Your environment may be books, your environment may be social media, your environment can also be your friends, people you surround yourself with, and your environment can basically be your physical environment. For example, going to economics now, if you are never born in the time of inflation, it might be difficult for you to understand what inflation really means. And for such person, it might be difficult buying stock because you don't know what inflation or deflation means. Yes, so people that really know about inflations, they are learned and they have the information. When I say learned, I mean having information about that particular thing. That thing is not about you being schooled or not. So having access to that particular information is another environment. So when you have access to that information at that particular time, okay, you know that, okay, then this is the necessary step I have to take. So I said your friends, the people you surround yourself with. Let's say, for example, you are in a group of 10 people, and among those 10 people, you are the only, let me say, not really extremely serious, but you are just building yourself, you are trying to come up with new ideas, do great stuff for yourself. And the other people are not, they are not in that space. Yes, they feel like life is meant to be enjoyed. There's nothing, you just have to go with the flow and everything. No matter how disciplined you are, you will find a very hard time trying to remain their friends and aligning with your own goals. So your friends, I talk about knowledge, the access to information, your friends. Another thing is the books you read, the people you listen to. Of course, book is like a wheel to the writer's mind. Most of these writers, we might never ever meet them. Some of them are even dead. Yes. But when you read their books, you have access to their mind, and to an extent you know what is going on in other aspects of life, career wise, money, productivity, that you might not even come across on a normal day. So the people you listen to, the books you read, the information you have. See, your mind is very powerful. Your mind is like a beautiful room. Yes. So when they say those who live in glass house don't throw stones. When you have a beautiful room, you don't want to pack dirt into your room. You have to be very careful of whatever you are allowing into your mind. So the people you listen to. And that thing is social media. These days, almost everybody uses social media. Of course, if you are not on social media, you won't be watching me right now. So there are a lot of distractions, a lot of things to see, a lot of things to also learn. So it depends on who you are listening to on that social media, who you are following, because they are foolish people. Foolish people can be popular. Foolish people can be rich too. So, but the internet does not segregate that, okay, this is a foolish person and this is a wise person. So you can only know them by the word of their mouth, what they say, the way they behave, the way they act. And it takes a lot of discernment. So if you don't know, you might just, that's why sometimes you enter any social media app, you open any social media app, and you feel like, okay, I'm just coming here to search a particular thing. Then you end up doing another thing. Yes. So social media has a lot of information and you have to be very, very careful. Another thing is your physical environment. Yes, this is very, very important. Let's say, for example, you you are in an environment where they don't sell bottled water, but you can afford a bottled water. Yes, you have the money to buy bottled water, but it's not common in your environment. So when you get to an environment where selling bottled water is a norm, you might find it hard to buy such a thing. Why? Simply because you are not used to it. It is not your thing. Yes, you are not used to seeing it. And what you cannot picture is very, very hard to achieve. What you don't have in your mind is very, very hard to achieve because your mind, your brain has not processed it. Then another thing, how your another point, how your environment affects you is in terms of economics. You cannot be bigger than your economy. Yes, take your economy as for an example. Your economy is the environment. Let's say in Africa today, there's an instruction that says nobody should drink sachet water again. Everybody should start buying bottled water. You know that's not going to survive. That's not going to hold. Why? Because most Africans are poor. So you that's to show you that you can never. It is very hard. It can never be. It's so hard. I'm not saying it's not possible, but most of the time it's very, very hard. You will fight a lot of battles to be greater than your environment. Just the way you cannot be greater than the economy you live in most times. Using the illustration I said about bottled water. So we've seen that our environment is so powerful. Then, and we know that our environment influences our thoughts. So how do we take control of our environment? Those are the things I said earlier. The things you listen to, the people you see, the people you emulate, what you read, the friends you keep, all these influence your thoughts, and these are your environment. Environment is not only physical, environment can be spiritual, mentally, and all. So what you see, the things you hear, they all affect your mental health. For example, why do you think seeing your friend, like of the same age group, you see him or her, the person has just bought a car and you immediately feel sad. But if you have not seen that thing, you won't feel sad. Yes, that is to show you how your environment affects your thoughts, your thinking, and your mind in general, and even your mental health. You see? Thank you. Now you know. See you later. Bye.